check it out. The stadium-looking structure on the moon. It has this tube or structure that goes over, and there's a dark tube that comes out of that wall, which has a face carved on it, if you can call that a face. And down there is another dark thing that makes it look like another face with a sphere. No, not a sphere, it's a tube. And another whatever that is. It's just amazing. From far away it looks like something. When you get closer it looks something different. Then look at that up there. This is the same deal. It looks like something from far away, and when you get closer it's a total different thing. It's a spherical, but it has two tubes, one on the left, one on the right, that bends the same way. And then look at it. It's all geometrically perfect. I mean, nothing is made like crazy way. No, everything is designed in a purposely way. This two bends here, this other two bends the same way, but opposite to that one. So there is this tube, and then there is this structure here that goes up into this, and then that makes a face, and another face, and then another deal up here with, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, it's like 3 structures that look like tubey looking. Then you see the right eye, the left eye of some kind of reptile deal. I don't know if it's a dinosaur, a crocodile, or something. Then it cuts into a corner here. Then it's like a 1, 2, 3 levels thick. Then it makes another face on the side, diagonal, with 1, 2, 3, 4 protruding things and a tube here. My God, you can spend hours describing this whole thing. It's just so much detail. It's just amazing. This shit comes out of the ground like a flower on one side. On the other, it's just the ground level. It's like it was bent down, and you can tell that that thing was just like melted down and reshaped into that. Everything is made out of the ground itself. Everything. So the color are all, and it's colorful. It's just that I took the color off. Let me show you how colorful it is. You won't believe it. Look how colorful that thing is. The eagle is like a golden color, the lander, the lunar lander. But But the moon itself is very colorful, very. Look at that. This makes an eye, but when you get close, it's a bunch of structures. And see, everything tends to make like a face. Everything that they do always resemble a face in a large scale and a small scale. I mean, just look at that. I mean, it's magnificent. I cannot take that from them. The work is impeccable. This deal is all sculpted to the minimum detail. These people didn't spare a dang inch to make something. And this whole thing is built to perfection. But I would say that's diabolically beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's diabolical looking too, when you really like a sinister looking thing. Like this thing right here, that's a big old reptile or something. Look at the two eyes. Right eye, left eye. Yeah. And then you have a secondary set of eyes, a tertiary set of eyes. Well, I mean, sets of eyes are everywhere there. Down here they have this wheel looking thing. Look at that. It looks like the crankshaft of a car. Or the wheel of a 1800 water pump. The ones they use in New Orleans. Right there. Look at that, and it looks very metallic. It shines like metallic looking. Then you have something here that looks to me like a craft. That one does look like a craft, that right there. Look like a tugboat, but it really has the flavor to be a craft. Then you have another thing right there that's tubular. It looks like a freaking eel. But it's all over. It's part of the construction there, all of that structure. And it has the full structure look like a head with eyes right there, look. Left eye, the pupil, right eye, the pupil. But there's another eye here that matches that one. I mean, they and this one too, that faces that way. But then it has another thing here that matches this thing here. That makes it look like another face. Then this one here, this eye that matches this one too. Then down here, the same thing. This matches this eye and matches that one too. So you got, and there's another set of eyes down here. It's a trip. It's a total trip. And there is something parked here that it has two spherical things, very visible. And it has a tool that goes into that trumpet or flower looking thing, stadium, made out of the terrain itself. Wow, and it's like a canal looking thing that comes here, or a structure that I don't know which way that would be. If it's protruding or if it's concave. Look like it's protruding to me, like that. And then you see this thing that goes over, and then these two that bend over the edge and goes down here. There's a spherical thing right there. It goes that way and this way. I can detail for hours this whole thing, and this thing look like a freaking some kind of reptile. Look at the bluish, the legs, but this at the same time is a big eye that matches another eye right here. This is a freaking trip. I swear this thing is like you are looking at a major sculpting, a work of art. Really, it's a major work of art, and it is like that everywhere. The entire solar system is exactly like that. In every moon and planet I have seen images of NASA. And of course they're not gonna tell us anything because people will really freak out. Look at this tube, it goes all the way down here. Now I'm looking at better analyze when I put the color, and it continues all the way. This is one long tubey looking thing that has structures along the way, all the way up here. And if you see the shadow of the structure continues all the way, pass under this thing, it continues under this thing here, down here, it probably continues all the way down. Check it out. So you get a better perspective now, or more perspective of that. Look at this building right down here. Now you see the two wheels, they match. That's a pair of eyes, and that's the face of a reptile right there, which I suspect is gonna be like a crocodile head. This is incredible. And look how there's two glowing things here like eyes, then two other ones that are carved in it. Oh my goodness, look at all that stuff right there. Look at all that stuff. My goodness. Incredible. Check it out. And see, the same thing continues down here, the same outline, I see it, that continues straight, and there is another line right here. So that's what, and there is another line right here. That's the moon banding. So they're flying from north to south at this point because those bands are vertical. They're all vertical in respect to the north pole of the moon that Skipper discovered in the Clementine image. I mean, it's just amazing how these entities